Ketu 7 man or woman suffer in legalized relationship to which the human world calls marriage. However, as long as the relationship is not legalized, they remain happy as a couple or as lovers. Ketu 7 is submissive to their partner simply because they are not much bothered of the intentions of the other person, namely husband or lover. So, if other aspects are not good, then such a person also becomes a victim in relationships or marriages. In contrast, a highly evolved soul simply drops the idea of marriage or even sexual relationships and heads towards the beyond. He simply accepts monkhood not by chance but by choice. And so you see many sadhus, sannyasis, or even great yogis with Ketu 7 position, provided other aspects also support their monkhood. One has to see, one has to examine whether the chart is inclined towards extrovert mind, that is Rahu, or introvert mind, that is Ketu. If the inclination is more towards Rahu, then Ketu 7 leads the individual to many miseries, and that is obvious. Whenever you follow Rahu and Ketu, make sure that your life becomes more miserable. Whenever you follow Rahu, Ketu makes sure that your life becomes more miserable. In fact, the native does become miserable. So it depends on whether you are Rahuish or Ketuish. Sexual satisfaction is not derived in totality through Ketu 7 because Ketu at the very high moment of sexual union gives up, and so the partner of Ketu 7 often is denied the sexual pleasure. Erection lasts for a short time, and so sex often becomes a fairy tale that is only imagined but never practiced in reality. If it is a woman, then interest in sex is less, and so the husband is often denied sexual satisfaction. And so many times separation or extramarital affairs happen. So Ketu 7 creates many marriage problems for souls who are not much evolved. A Ketu 7 should never marry a Rahu 7. The honeymoon simply flops. Rahu wants more sex and Ketu is not interested in having more sex. So the combination of Rahu 7 and Ketu 7 is disastrous unless other aspects rush to help. However, Ketu 7 is not the only deciding factor, since the sublord or the lordship of Ketu 7 also are the most influencing energies. D9 chart and moreover the Chalita chart is also a great significance because before you come to final conclusion, you have to see all the placements and all the charts. The only positive sign for Ketu 7 is when Ketu is in Pisces. Here Ketu feels relaxed, safe and secure. It is in its home sign, and so here Ketu is a bit soft than otherwise. But the question is not what happens with Ketu 7. The real question is why Ketu is in the 7th house. Why Ketu 7? Understand the fact that existence wants Ketu 7 individual to pay back for the many sexual relationships he or she had in the past life. Now, the existence is simply denying sexual happiness to the native. It is simply stating that you had enough in the past. Now pay attention to yourself. Focus on your self growth. But ignorant men don't get it. And so they continue to stand in the queue of that window where the tickets have exhausted. There is no ticket left, and yet these ignorant beings stand in the queue even though the window is closed. They keep standing, expecting that someday the window will open and they would get the ticket to a happy, satisfying sexual union or marriage. The conscious man simply is never found at the window stand. He is perfectly aware he is no more interested for any ticket. He is on his way to the greatest ticket of the universe, the ticket of meditation. The man who desires is an escapist. Now, it is a very strange thing that a man who meditates is thought to be an escapist. That is utter nonsense. Only the man who meditates is not an escapist, everybody else is. Meditation means getting out of desire, getting out of thoughts, getting out of your mind. Meditation means relaxing in the moment, in the present. Meditation is the only thing in the world which is not escapist, although it is thought to be the most escapist thing. Ketu 7 is a blessing in disguise, but only for a man who meditates, only for a man who is living with consciousness, only for a man who understands the true essence of what love is. Love should be like breathing. It should be just a quality in you, wherever you are, with whomsoever you are, or even if you are alone, love goes on overflowing from you. It is not a question of being in love with someone, it is a question of being loved. Then Ketu 7 brings a totally new dimension to your life. Then Ketu 7 is no more a problem but a source that leads you to many wonderful spiritual experiences. Then Ketu 7 is no more a weakness but the greatest strength that the man of this world had ever known. Only an evolved soul with Ketu 7 can truly understand the essence of love, and that makes this placement a placement of celebration, celebration of the divine, of the unseen, of the beyond. Ketu is a let go, and meditation is also a let go. And Ketu 7 finds it easy to let go all those relationships or marriages and simply surrender to the existence. And it is only when you are able to live in total surrender to the existence, to God, that a beautiful life awaits you. The key is to let go. Don't try to force anything. Let life be a deep let go. God opens millions of flowers every day without forcing their buds. When you let go, you create space for something better. Learn to let go. For Ketu 7, the answer to all your miseries related to marriage, relationships, past relationship grudges is in just 2 words: let go. meditate.